yeah, so she tried to use the laundry machines, which they do have up there. They are not in the cabins. They are, I guess they're up at the lodge somewhere. I actually have no idea where they are. But they did try to use them. And she like, was struggling to use it. And she had to ask somebody. And they're like, oh, you have to, like, hold this thing down. Like, you had to shove something into the fucking lever or some shit to keep it closed. I don't remember. But, like, it was a whole... the whole fucking thing. She's the only one that tried to wash anything. Most of us just expect it. They're like, you're not gonna wash. Don't wash it. You're not gonna wash anything. Like, just bring enough clothes that you don't have to wash any clothes before you leave. So that's what I did.
All right,
I had enough clothes for the week, except for one issue. But yeah, so they probably washed bed sheets or whatever. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know where it's this complicated place. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of shit. Like, the grill, I tried to... Nobody ever taught me how to grill, and especially not on, like, a charcoal grill, so for one day I had to, like, make dinner. It was my one day of the week I had to make dinner. And, so I was just gonna grill some hot dogs and I guess just hot dogs and brats and stuff. So I had to learn how to use a charcoal grill, which I'd never done before. It was not a propane grill, so I had to, like, light up some charcoal. But the thing was, we opened the grill and it's like all fucking rusted and shit. So I mean, we're fine. I think we still ate them. We heated up the rusted grill before we cooked on it, so I think it should have been fine or something. My dad said it was okay, so I kind of just trusted that he was right. I don't know why. I just trusted that he. I just trust him. If he says something, I'm like, he probably knows what he's talking about. It's rare that he, like, makes... It's rare that there's, like, something he'll say that he's, like, not sure of. You know?
You'll be okay.
He usually knows what he's talking about. So, yeah. So I had to do that, but the grill was rusted shut, or not shut, but the actual grill plates in the grill were rusty. And then there were the boats, and they gave us, we rented one boat with a motor. My dad did. He wanted one boat with a motor, and then my grandparents had put in for a pontoon. Now this was a whole thing, but before I start with that story, I gotta start with basically when we arrived, we noticed that there was a family unpacking.
How about this?
And moving into a cabin that every single year
See my power.
has been, you know, reserved for my grandma's brother and his wife. They reserve that cabin every single year. They've rolled over the deposit. They get that cabin every single year. So we had to go up there and, like, ask them what was going on. And, like, did you just give away their cabin? Like, they get that every single year, you know? Also, there's this whole thing that apparently they were celebrating how, like, they had this whole celebration thing that they were doing about how old the resort was. I think the resort is now 100 years old or something. 100-year anniversary. And they did like a mini celebration, and our family was kind of the star of it, because they wanted to put on display like that. There's this one family that comes to our resort every single year. They love it so much, and we've been coming for so long. And they had all these like picture books. Photo albums, of like old pictures of all my family and like fish they'd caught throughout the years, and it was pretty wild, because it was like, this was like almost like a museum to my family. You know, it was like really weird. And they were displaying that to like just random people who were at the resort. And it's like, oh yeah, they probably are. I mean, I think it's interesting being within the family to like look through all that and see what's there. But I mean, they had other stuff about, you know, the creation of the resort and like how they built it up throughout the years, and they have a bunch of photos of the resort in like winter time, and I don't know, all sorts of stuff. Like their own family was also on display, I should say. But our family and their family are like so tied up in this thing that it's like, okay, this one's yellow. That, you know, we're both kind of like I don't know what else to say. But yeah, I wanted to mention that before. So, you know, how, like, important our family apparently is to their whole thing. Like, they wanted to, you know, put that on display as, like, a thing.
You'll be okay.
And yet they double booked my, like I said, my grandma's brother's sister and his wife. Grandma's brother and his wife, they double booked his cabin that he gets every fucking year somehow. Double booked it. Which, you know, we have all the receipts and everything. You know, we knew they had booked it, and somehow they double booked it. Like, somehow they made this grievous error. And it, like, none of us could understand how that had happened. So we had to go up there. I mean, one of my great aunts basically went up there and had to like talk to them and be like, okay, you guys double booked our, like, why did you do that? And they had to like look through it, and they were like, oh no. So basically what had happened is that the resort is so fucking old-fashioned at this point that they haven't updated their records to be electronic. They still keep a written ledger and write stuff down in this old-ass book that they had to pull out and, like, check the information for. And it was this whole fucking thing. So eventually they had to, like, fix their mistake, and basically they had to kick this family out, this other family out, which, you know, it's shitty, but it was their mistake. You know, we had booked that cabin. They had a deposit rolling over for decades, you know, and so you would think, I don't know what to say, but like they had to kick this family out, which was horrible, and then they had to, like, they gave them a free stay at some other resort, and that was a whole shitty thing that we started with. And then the other thing, because we had to go up there, like, just after that, because we wanted to check on the status of a pontoon, because we had rented a pontoon, and we were expecting. So we wanted to check what the status of that was and when they were going to bring it to us. We go up and we check, and they're like, you didn't book a pontoon. And we're like, are you serious? We did book a pontoon. My aunt literally brought up the receipts. And, you know, she's like, here, I have this verification on my phone that I did book this pontoon. I have proof that we did it. It was this whole fucking thing, and then one of the guys that works there, who's part of their family, had the gall to be like, oh, you don't expect that you're just gonna get something, you know, you gotta make sure you. I don't know. He's being an asshole. Because we very clearly did book the pontoon. But then we had several issues with the pontoon and the motorboat. So me and my dad, we took out the motorboat on the first day to go fishing, right? And so we go do that. And my dad is struggling with this motor. Like we're going around. We go to one place. He's like, all right, let's go somewhere else. He's struggling with the motor. He pulls it like several times. It's not starting. He eventually gets it to start, moves a little bit further down. And we sit there for a while. And then he's like, all right, we gotta go back. He starts messing with the motor again. Thing's not fucking starting. And he's like, all right, we'll try one more place, but if this motor just isn't gonna work, we gotta just go back and like get a new one. So we go back because he struggles with the motor again, and we go back.
Now you'll be okay.
And we asked them like, okay, can we get a new motor? They like look at it for a little bit, and they're like, it's this whole fucking thing. It's another thing. So they had to get us a new boat with a new motor. And then the next thing was the pontoon. We had issues with the pontoon not starting. Luckily, it wasn't when we were out on the lake. You know, we weren't able to get it started one day. Like, it was working fine, and then it stopped working at some point. Like, we couldn't get it started and get out, so we had to talk to them about that again. They didn't know what to do, so they had to bring us another pontoon, which is this shitty old pontoon that my family talked about. Like, we always get this pontoon every single fucking year, and it's all, like, torn up. Like, the seats are all torn up. It's dirty. It's a fucking disaster of a pontoon. And we had to use that one, which, with that one, the battery fucking died. At some point. It's just a whole fucking mess. A disaster of a... Okay, we're going yellow, red. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like this is turning into something. Did I come from this way? I guess I must have. This place is nasty, isn't it? Alright, I think what I want to do is go back to the beginning and, like, try to... If I can remember how to get there. Because if this is a maze, I think I know how to navigate it. Yeah, so... Yeah, that was one of the big issues. Several of the big issues is and this is part of the reason, like, we don't like going anymore, because the shit's too expensive. They never update anything. They never fix anything. Like, they're behind for several decades in updating this resort. It's just, it needs work. It needs a lot of work, and they just won't do it. Because the one guy claims, the, like, owner, who's the oldest of the family, of their family, refuses to do it. Apparently, he says because this, like, in his words, people like the old-fashioned nature. They like that. It's quaint or something. And so that's his excuse for not fixing anything, for not updating anything. We literally had our shower... we had issues with the shower because when we would take showers, the bathtub would just fill up. And we're like, okay, so we figured it out. It turns out the fucking, the little drain tab thing, doesn't stay down. So we're like, talk to him, we're like, okay, so this isn't, like, this thing isn't working, like, we can't get it to stay down. He's like, oh, just jam something in it. Now, apparently several of the cabins have the same issue, and they don't fix it, and they know it's an issue, and they don't fix it, and they just they have this, like, That's their solution, is to just jam something into the shower thing to get it fixed. It's like, it's a nightmare of a resort at this point. And I thought I had a good thing going here, but now I'm realized I've just gone in a circle somehow. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's just try to fight our way through this as best as we can and try to find places we haven't been. We've been this way, I think, yeah. So yeah, but then there's like individual reasons why people don't like to go up anymore. A lot of people feel really like, I know my uncle was saying he just feels like there's too much responsibility on his back when he goes up there. He doesn't like feeling all that pressure to do certain things, which is kind of true, and it's partly the same reason why my dad hates going up there now. It's like he feels he was not having a great time. Like, there were parts of it, he says he likes the social aspect of it, but he hates everything else about it. You know, the resort sucks. One of the big issues is, like, he feels that people, like, that nobody likes to do the fish cleaning. So we basically, god damn it, how did I end up here? So basically we try to have 2 fish fries per week, right? And, in order to do that, we have to catch a lot of fish. And somebody's got to clean those fish. Now, there's, like, very few people up there out of our family that wants to do that job. Almost very few people want to do it, right? So, a lot of the time, this is what my dad got mad about, was, like, they would just make him do it, or make us do it. I had to do it as well, because, like, somebody's got to help him do it. So we were cleaning, like, all of the fish, except the ones that my grandma's brother caught. He would clean fish, but nobody else wanted to do it. So we kind of got stuck with that job, and I started to feel like how annoying that was when everybody else could just kind of like goof off, and they're like, oh, here you go. There was literally one day they just passed off the fish to us, and I was like, yeah, that was kind of a shitty thing to do, wasn't it? I didn't think much of it when they gave them to me, and then after the fact I was like, oh yeah, that was kind of a shitty thing to do, huh? I think I know where to go. I just want to check something. I'm going around in circles, I'm well aware. Okay. So, yeah. So we had to clean a lot of the fish, but part of the other thing was, and this was personally to me, like, why I remember not really enjoying going up there as much, was partly the responsibility of fishing. Because I like fishing, but I don't like it being something I have to do. It should just be like a chill, fun activity. But then, like, when we're up there, it's like we've got to fish constantly to catch, like, all of the fish for this fish fry they want to do. The 2 fish fries they do per week, you have to catch a shit ton. Like, they expect you to have about 100 fish to feed everybody, at least. And that's a lot of fucking fishing you have to do, and a lot of... You gotta be really lucky as well to, like, actually catch the fish. So, like, it gets frustrating when you're, like, out there and you're not catching anything. And my dad hated that. Hated that, like, responsibility. Like, he was going out fishing constantly, and I think he enjoys it. I think he's fine with it. I think he enjoys that part of it. He doesn't so much like cleaning fish that he didn't catch. He doesn't like that part of it, but he's fine otherwise, I think, with the actual fishing part. So he's going fishing out constantly. I'm not too into that. I kind of prefer to have the choice of if I want to go out or not. Whereas, like, he'll kind of be like, all right, we got to go out. We got to catch all these fish. And I'm like, well, I don't want to be pressured into going out and fishing, you know? I'd rather, like, if I want to go fishing, I'd rather do that, you know? I'd rather do it that way.
Oh, thunderclap in the darkness, come here!
You know, because I do like the social aspect as well. that's probably my favorite part, is like hanging out with my family and playing games and stuff, you know. Card games mostly.
Oh, Earth, awake!
Pretty much entirely, actually. Yeah. So, yeah, but there were times where I had to go out with him and like try to catch as many fish, and he wasn't having a great time. A lot of the time it seemed he was just really frustrated if we weren't catching anything. That's like, I can understand because of all this pressure he's feeling. And yeah, there's just a lot of that up there. There's a lot of like, this year there was a shit ton of drama, a lot of family drama, which I probably won't get into. It's a very personal stuff.
Burn to a crisp.
God damn. Anyways, and so I had to learn how to clean fish,
Everyone, here we
which
go.
I used to do when I was a kid. I would help with this. I would basically do the scaling. That's actually one of my most like visceral memories, I think, of the lake, is especially the smell of the fish house. It's just like, that's one of those like things that's just like, oh yeah, I remember this. You know, it's just such a potent sense that you just never forget it. It reminds me of it, brings me back every single time. It's not a good smell. It's not a good smell, in case you thought it was a good smell. It's not. It's a really bad smell.
Please protect
Yeah, but this
us.
year I got my dad to teach me how to like actually do the killing of the fish, because we don't do fillets, especially with the smaller fish. We'll fry like the whole fish, and most people seem to prefer the whole fish anyways. So, you've got to kill the fish and clean it out. I guess I won't describe it too much. Even though I feel like if people are gonna eat the fucking fish, like, you gotta understand like what it is that you have to do to the fish to prepare it to, I don't know, like, I don't know, I don't, like, I feel like it's important. I know some people are like,
See my power.
some people don't like it, but, you know, I guess I can understand it if you're like a vegetarian, if you like, you know, give up meat altogether, like you don't want to be part of that. But I know people who are up there who are like, just refuse to do it because it's too gross, and yet are fine with eating it afterwards. Just like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, I don't know. That's just, to me, that's kind of dumb. You know? Like, you can help with this. It's not as, like, once you do it a few times, you get used to it. You also learn to do it in like a respectful way, and like, you know, I think it helps to like appreciate what it is you're eating and, you know, what you're doing, instead of just like shying away from it. I don't know. So I did that part of it, all the cleaning. It's my first time doing that part of it. Like I said, I would do the scaling as a kid, but never the rest. Even though I watched my grandparent, my grandpa and my uncle and all, I watched a bunch of people do it. Like, I've seen it happen several times, so it's not like something that I'd never seen before. I had seen it
By the blessing
enough
of
to like
God.
not really be that fazed by it at all. So I had to do all that. I don't know. To me, I think it's an important experience. I don't think it's anything I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't have to do that. You know, it's like, you know,
Please protect
I kind of
us.
appreciate the knowledge, you know, and the knowing of how to do it, and the all of that. Anyways, well, I guess I'll stop talking about it. But yeah, what else can I talk about from up there without like talking about personal drama and stuff? Well, there's my grandma. This isn't a personal thing, but my grandma's, she's getting up there in years. She's having, issues getting around now. She's not able to do as much as she used to. But she still likes to go up every single year, but we're kind of feeling that we don't think she could probably keep coming up. Like, this seems like it'll probably be the last year because she's really struggling to do much. Like, she can't move around very much. Like I said, she spent most of the time just sitting in the cabin because she couldn't get around. And the only time she was really going out was when we would go crappie fishing at night. And then she had to get, like, we had to have several people, like, help her, like, support her while she walked to the boat, down the dock, and then get her on the boat so she can sit down. And then, you know, you have to do the same thing when she gets off. She just can't really move around. It's just, you know, it just seems like this may be the last year she could really make the trip.
Oh, thunderclap in the darkness.
Yeah, so
here.
I mean, what we're thinking is probably the family's just this is going to be the last family trip. Like, every single person in our family, at least that, you know, we talked to, like, they all know it sucks. They all know the resort's not great, that they don't really give a shit about updating anything. They've just been trying to, like, ride the wave of...
Please protect us.
I don't know. They actually seem to have the whole resort booked for the most part. Although, you know, we did have 3 or 4 of those cabins for ourselves. My dad did actually get me and my sister and him our own cabin for the week this time. Because it was actually my sister's idea to go up there. Because she was feeling nostalgic. She wanted to... She hadn't been up there in years, and she's like, what if we just go this year? And just, like, see... She just wanted to revisit it. We're like, okay. But it does seem like the timing on this is a little, like...
Oh, thunderclap in the darkness, come here.
It does feel like it's gonna be the last year that anybody from our family goes up, and I know the people at the resort are like...
That was rather simple.
Gonna be upset about it, you know. They're gonna have to suck it up though, cause like they've been losing us for years, you know. They just don't show much signs of wanting to update or caring much about like any concern we bring up. Like they just don't give a shit, and it's apparent, and it's driving everyone away. You know. Most people only go up there for nostalgia's sake at this point. I'm just gonna use this. And we think once my grandma stops going, they think my grandma's brother is gonna stop going. We don't know about
Here you go.
My grandma's other brother's daughter and her husband. We don't know about them. We think they might keep coming up every single year. Although, you know, even their own family has kind of stopped going. Their own, like, closer family members. Yeah, I mean, it was abysmal, the number of people in our family that are, you know, still willing to go up there. You know, it's dwindling every single year. Everybody stopped going. And it seems almost kind of like they're trying to save it a little bit, because like I said, they did all that photo album thing celebrating our family, and it's like, well, this is probably gonna be the last year you're gonna see that family, so good luck. You know. And there's this thing they do every single, I think they do it every week, or I don't know if they just do it for that week, but they do a sing-along basically at the end of the week. And it used to be that a lot of our family members were like really involved in this. My grandpa used to do several songs. I heard the story about this finally. It was that they had him do it because he had taken a trip to Australia recently, and so he had all this information about there's like a Wallaby song, take me Wallaby down, sport, something like that. Ba, 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 ba. He used to sing that song and like explain. He had this whole story. I remember him doing this. He had this whole story where he explained everything. And then he did Waltzing Matilda, and he would explain every element of that song and what that song was about. And he used to do that every fucking year. And he hated it. And my grandma's brother, he used to have several songs, or 2 songs. He did Danny Boy, and he did Cool Water, the water song. Cool, clear water, water, water. That goes like that. And he did Danny Boy. And it's, oh, well, I guess I'm revealing. It's because his name is Dan. His name is Dan, and there's a line in the water song that says the name Dan, and that's the only reason that he's been doing them, and he hates doing it. He didn't even go up this year. He like avoided going up. He's like, I'm not fucking going up there. It's like it was kind of just sad. This is interesting, because they were like desperately trying to get some of our family to like start their own traditions of like, oh, I'm locked up here, of like every year doing, I hope this is not gonna be bad. Still no save point? This is fucking cruel. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Alright. Sunrobe. Yeah, my sister was having a great time with it, because she was like requesting songs for them to do. And oops. And they would do them, but they kept trying to get her to like go up and sing them with her, and she was like, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, it was a little bit sad, because it's like they were very clearly trying to get us all involved. And like we didn't even stay the whole night, and they must have been aware that like, you know, Dan didn't go up, so like our family is not involved in that, and we don't want to be involved in that anymore. Clearly showing how little interest we have in creating new traditions and everything. Oh, thank God there's a save point. Oh, thank God. All right. Alright, I'm gonna stash a bunch of shit, and then I'm gonna pull a bunch of shit out of here, because I'm assuming there's gonna be a boss battle. Alright. I feel fairly confident about what I've chosen here. But yeah, it seems like they probably know that they've lost us. It's just, I don't know. Have I iterated enough like what the issue is? Is this the end? Maybe I should chill out for a second here and yeah, I don't know. But we had fun. I liked hanging out with like my cousins and everything. It was really nice. You know, and they were talking about how, oh, okay. Hello, obsolescent human fools. I give you credit for coming this far. Now that I have achieved the ultimate level of evolution, I am invincible. Okay, bro. Ball. Ball? It's Ball? Bruh? Is that my boy Ball? Does Enclose even do anything? I don't even know. Fuck it. We're gonna keep using it. I wonder if this will work. I want to see it, though.
Holy light, seal those of evil heart.
Try this one. Ah!
Wow.
Gadwin's secret move. Dragon King Slice.
I don't know. Like I said, I like the social aspect. I liked hanging out with my cousins. I hadn't seen a lot of those people in years.
Oh, spirited
So,
red,
all right, let's
use the
watch this.
furious flame to crush evil into dust.
Well, that was fucking sick. It didn't kill him, but it sure did some damage. Burn strike.
Try this one. Ah!
We'll see if I have to play this smart. I'm not sure just yet. Doesn't seem like it. We're gonna protect Fina. I think. Oh, it literally just, it stays there? Oh, you're kidding me. That's incredible.
Gadwin's secret move. Dragon King Slice.
Oh, cold that freezes all, come here.
Yeah, but they were talking about, they were looking around at cabins around the lake, other than the resort, right? And they were gonna see if they could maybe purchase one, and then we could just all go up
Try
there
this one.
instead. Which I was like, that's fucking fantastic, because that's the only reason I'm ever gonna go up there again. Because I remember exactly why I don't like going up there. Which, you know, I needed the reminder. But,
This'll teach you.
and I'm glad I got it. It's also nice to, like, talk with everybody and, you know, realize that we're all on the same page with it. So yeah, overall, I had a good time, even though it sounds like I'm talking about all the shit I'm complaining about. I had a good time because I spent a lot of time just hanging out, with playing cards with my family. And it was just a really nice... It was really nice to do that and talk with people I hadn't talked to in years.
Freezes all,
All of that.
Here.
Man, I think my sister had a pretty good time because I don't know that she had to deal with a lot of the shitty stuff. She kind of just chilled with our cousins and most of the time. ended up getting along really well with her. She was kind of worried, I think, that she wasn't gonna, they were gonna have anything in common anymore. Because when we used to go up, they were just kids the last time they'd all gone up there together. So she got to kind of reunite with all those people, and they all got along swimmingly. Oh, but I did, I was feeling kind of old going up there, because I used to hang out with this guy who is wasn't up there this year. And I used to hang out with him all the time. And he wasn't up there, and neither was any of the other kids that were my age who I didn't get to hang out with as much, mostly because they hated the guy I did spend most of my time with. They kind of avoided him. So, which I only really learned the last time I was up, and then kind of became super apparent to me, this year, how everyone felt about him, and I was like, oh, now I get it. Now I understand why I felt the way I did socially up here. So I had to spend most of my time with, my cousins and my sister, and they're all the same age. They're about 24, 25. Where I'm about 28. When I used to go up, they were just they were little kids, and I was a teenager. I didn't hang out with them because they were that much younger than me, And it's just I don't want to hang out with a bunch of little kids. But now I go up there, and I'm it's not that weird hanging out with them because we're all adults in our 20s. But I did feel a little bit old today. I'm oh no. I feel like an old man hanging out with kids. A little bit, But I did get over that, because they're all just really cool, normal people now, They aren't the little, annoying little kids that they used to be. Yeah, so that was nice. Though there was one day I kind of got the feeling that maybe they were trying to ditch me. Turns out I was just imagining it. And I just have a bad habit of that.
Now you'll be okay.
Yeah! We won, guys!
Yeah, it was fun. I'd love to spend more time with my cousins, because I think they're great. I've achieved the ultimate level of human evolution. No one surpasses me. Okay, ball. We'll see ya, little man. Can I go back down? Can I resave or whatever? SP potion. I bet these are all SP potions. Oh, gold potion. Okay. Never mind. This is far more interesting than I thought it was. Alright. Well, I'm kind of getting a vibe here for what they might want me to do. So maybe I'll just go ahead and do it. I did bring... Oh, that kind of just went, huh? Let's have her use her blue potion as well. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good time. There's probably other things about it I could talk about. We can afford to use one more. Alright. Oh, well shit, look at you. Okay. Okay. We know you. We know you want something. We know you hate something. We know that all humans were born to hate what is richer than ourselves and strive to take it. Even if you were to take all the riches that are left in the world, your greed will never be satisfied. Humans were never born to fight and steal. We were born to open up the same path together. Gaia Core, Mega Gaia, okay. Here we go. I mean, I'm not sure. Let's play this as smart as possible.
Gadwin's secret move. Dragon King Slice.
Oh, cold that freezes all, come here.
I don't know if this is the final battle or not, but I feel like I should treat it as if it is.
Try this one. Ah!
Multiply.
Oh, spirits of red, use the furious flame to crush evil into dust.
Gadwin's secret move. Dragon King Slice.
I'm not sure what's going on with the music here. The music has simply shifted. I mean, I feel like we should focus this one.
Try this one. Ah!
We'll double protect.
Oh, cold that freezes all, come here.
I don't know how long Fina's is still going. Okay. Nope. Ow. Okay, fine. Open strike. Fine. Okay. Rep's going Demon Ball again. We're gonna use it to try to take out this guy.
Try this one. Ah!
Very close. Alright. I mean, shit. He might just die.
Don't think you can get away?
Here we go. Ha!
Alright, I could actually afford to play this a little smarter, but I still have a Dragon Cut I can use, so I think that'll take out the tentacles.
Dragon King Slice.
It'll probably also take out the small mini core. There goes that one. Alright, we still got one more core. And we're gonna use Death Sword. I don't think that's gonna work, but we'll go for it.
Kill you with one blow.
I think it still does damage, does it not? Does a little damage, sure. Alright. Well, maybe I should try and chant instead. He's about to use Crackling. Maybe I can cancel it. We'll see.
You're mine. Tra-la-la-la-la-la.
Ow. Might need a heal. Yeah, let's use a heal. I think we can afford just a regular all heal.
Now you'll be okay.
Slice car!
Let's go.
100 million volts. Take that.
You're mine. Tra-la-la-la-la-la.
Okay. Hold on. Let me just... No! Shit, I didn't mean to.
Now you'll be okay.
I wanted to check what healths were. I thought I'd get an opportunity to check healths, and I didn't, so whatever. It's fine. Dragon Zap.
Burn to a crisp!
Alright, Rap. Do the same fucking shit, huh?
100 million volts. Take that.
Man, the music they chose for this battle is super weird. Alright. We did what we did, we got what we got.
Oh, cold that freezes all, come here.
Burn to a crisp!
Ha! Take that. I'll kill ya.
Let's fucking go.
Don't think you can get away.
Hold on. And Liette. Oh, I forgot she has Symphony. I was using Crackling, but I could use Symphony.
Everyone, here we go.
Let's get this shit going. Roll it out. Okay. And we'll use Crackling again. And Justin can use Dragon Zap.
Minus 500 degrees. Take that.
I think they're a little bit resistant to magic, because I don't think this is doing as much as we might want it to.
Look, Chris.
There we go. Alright, Fina. Let's take him out!
You'll never get away!
Nice.
Everyone, here we go!
Now, I'm very aware that this doesn't, like, it feels like, in an RPG, generally, what happens is that you'll have,
Minus 500 degrees. Take that.
second and third phases. What I'm thinking, they didn't give us a save in between Ball and this guy. So we'll see. I mean, is this just going to be the final battle? It doesn't really feel like it. You know? It doesn't feel like it exactly.
Feel the power of ice.
I feel like there's going to be another phase. But if that's the case, I don't know if they're going to give me a save point. If not, then I'd have to beat Ball, then this guy. Well, actually, Ball didn't die, so, like, wouldn't we have to just face Ball again? I mean, Ball and Guy aren't really one and the same, are they? They're different entities. I feel like there's gotta at least be one more battle after this. It's just a matter of if it's gonna let me save or not. If not, I can try to pull it off. It's possible, but I'm gonna have to use some items because I'm running severely low on MP, SP. I need to be able to use my strong attack. Just keep pushing out Symphony here. Symphony's great. Crackling.
Here goes.
Keep using what I got.
Everyone,
I honestly
here
don't
we
know if it's any
go!
good. Maybe I should just stick to regular attacks at this stage. It'll probably do more damage. I mean, let's see. What do we got? I mean, I've been using Crackling. I don't know. Fuck it. We're using Crackling. Let me just pay attention to the damage it's actually doing here. $256. $292. Well, I feel like we can just go ahead and try to see what a regular attack's gonna do. Far more. Okay, far more. I'm gonna keep using Symphony though. With Liette at the very least.
Everyone, here we go!
At least we know if we get that to that stage, we're not doing that much damage. Like magic level 2, I think that is. We're better off just basic attacking at this point. Should have been doing that the whole time. Alright, what are we dealing with here? Second phase. It's disgusting. I hate it. Okay. I say we have Fina use this. We have Justin use the SP potion. Not the SP potion. The gold potion, despite how little it'll probably do. Right. Let's just keep this going.
Here we go.
That should be okay. We don't need the health potions at this stage, so we can keep the rest, and we'll have Rap use Demon Ball. He's about to use Snooze.
Try this one.
Which might hurt. Can get one Dragon Cut off, probably.
Gadwin's secret move. Dragon King Slice.
And I'm not sure, but I think this should count as the same battle. So I'm not sure if the stat boosts will retain. But I think it might be good. We might want to keep Resurrect around this time. Let's see, if I use 21, that's 42. 42 would leave us with 8, so we could still use a Resurrect at that stage, right? Okay, let's go for it. Keep Fina alive. It does seem like the stat boosts are retaining.
Cold that freezes all, come here.
I feel good about this. I feel okay about this, but I'm not sure. The only issue is if it's not the final stage, then we might have some slight issues. I think we'll be okay because I still have plenty of potions to use. Oh man. I hope this does something this time. It does, it does, it does, it absolutely does. Yes! Let's go! Bruh. Alright. V-slash.
V-slash.
Okay, he's about to get an attack. We've got Rap. Okay, I thought we were actually gonna be somebody else here. Poison. Absolute dipshit, dude. Alright, now we're gonna protect Rap? What do we usually protect here? Let's protect Rap.
100 million volts. Take that.
Usually we protect Liette. I've noticed that, but I'm gonna protect Rap. I did realize sometimes I think things and I don't say them out loud, and I'm like, well, why didn't I say that? Sometimes it like looks like I'm not noticing, like I'm not figuring something out that I like did. I just didn't say. I don't know. Why even bring that up at this point? Okay. Dragon Tap.
Here goes. Ha!
Okay.
Burn to a crisp!
Everyone, here we go!
Okay. This can't hurt. Especially if it's the same battle. It's just gonna knock us up real high. Okay. I don't think I can restore MP, so... let's go for it. Oh, he got it off? What's Stram do? I don't even know what that does. Nothing. Cool.
Burn to a
I
crisp!
think he might have still been protected, maybe? Right, Symphony.
Everyone, here we go!
We're still good, because we can restore MP easy. SP is going to be a little bit more of an issue, because we already used 2 of our SP restoring potions. Depending on this form. Let me look at... Health looks fine. Health looks fine. None of this stuff is super necessary. Go for a basic attack. And we win? What do you got?
Yeah! We won, guys!
We sure did. No money and no experience. Cool. What does that mean exactly? Final foe. From here on, Justin, Fina, your task awaits. We'll be waiting outside. Go in and take care of business. From here on, you can feel the energy waves of the Spirit Stone. Must be Gaia's core. Justin, Fina, you have broken the ring of your own destiny. Now break the ring of destiny for all life in this world. Alright, I know what to do. I'll break it all. Gaia, the Spirit Stone, the fate of the Icarians. Sheesh, he gets all the fun. When Gaia gets busted up, this will all fall apart, right? I think we'll just wait down here in a safer place. What do you say, Liette? Yes, let's. The final destiny should be changed only by the hero and the Icarian. Shall we go, Justin? Together, with everyone's hopes. Okay, let's go. When I inherited the name of Liette, I inherited the fate of waiting. Waiting for almost an eternity. I have guarded the remembrances of Elent. I thought my duty was to observe the great Ring of Destiny. It seems I was wrong. Because I've seen a world freed from a tragic destiny and people building their own future. Thank you, Justin. You have brought me joy. Over the ages, the Liettes I have wanted only to record, but I have seen and felt things for myself. I'd like to go with you, but I'll let you have this one to yourself. Get going, Mr. Big Shot Hero. Come on, come on, come on. Can't you take a joke? It's been my honor to fight beside you, Just. Forget this hero business. All I know is I had the pleasure of fighting with a guy named Justin. Alright, we have fully restored health and whatnot. But just in case, we could grab some more potions. Let me check what we got here. Justin could use an SP potion. That's about it. What does he have that's extra, though? Oh, the blue potion. It's gonna have to be an alt drink. Alright, let's give it a go. I don't know if we'll need them because they fully restored me here. So we'll just go for it. I don't know what that said. I should have read it. Would have been interesting, probably.
The Spirit Stone. It gave power to the people. It drove the people to ruin. All in a sad chain of myths.
When you think about it, this Spirit Stone has taught us many things. This light has always illuminated the way for us to go. But now, the light is of no more use. From now on, we will illuminate the path to our future with our own light.
Come, Justin. Our long, sad fate is now at an end. With your sword there.
Yes! Oh, spirits! We will start a new age! Please, watch over us! Let's go! Let's all go together! Yeah! Come on!
Hey there.
Fina. You're okay. What about the others?
Look over there, Justin.
That's Gaia?
Right. Everything seems to have been born again. Not only Gaia, but this whole world. Can you feel it, Justin? The whole world is filled with the power of the spirits.
Can you see it, Lean? Everything has been freed from the web of evil. Yes, even Gaia. The sad chain of fate has been broken at last. A new history of mankind will begin. The history that you desired. We may sometimes travel down a mistaken path, but it'll be all right. I am sure that we'll be able to open new paths to travel upon. It seems that my work here has ended. A spirit? Are you calling me? Can it be? Lean!
No way.
Lean!
Herr Mullen?
Lean!
I'm so glad, Lean. I can't believe it. Miracles do happen.
The spirits carried her and happiness here. For everyone.
No, Justin. It was you who carried happiness here, Justin.
Oh. We did it. We beat Grandia. Oh my god. Oh man. What do we even say? What do we even say now? So what is this gotta be? Like 46, 47, maybe even 40. It's probably like 48 maybe something episodes. It's been a long journey. This is a difficult, you know, when I started this game, I honestly wasn't sure if I'd be able to finish it. I have played games where I tried to, like, do the exact same thing, where it's like I tried to make really long-form videos in order to get through a game that, you know, is really long. The first time I tried this was with a game called Baldur's Gate, and those episodes were so long. I think they were like an hour and 50 minutes, and they were exhausting. It was exhausting to try to, especially with that game where I had to cut out a lot of dull exploration. So I would end up with recordings that were sometimes 3 to 4 hours long, and I just couldn't. It was just too much. I couldn't do it. So, you know, with something like this where I was estimating, you know, I wanted to have a reasonable number of episodes. I was estimating, like, generally 30 to 60 episodes is kind of the sweet spot where I want to be. So we got there. We are exactly there. So I try to estimate the video length in order to get us right there in that sweet spot. And it worked out this time, you know, and I want to be able to have, you know, the wiggle room. I don't know, I don't actually plan for the wiggle room, but I'm gonna go out of my way for, you know, the extra stuff if it's so long, given that it's reasonable, you know. So I did want to do the optional dungeons and everything like that, which, you know, I'm glad I did. But I was very worried that I would get exhausted trying to do this, and at times it was getting to be a bit much for me. There were a lot of days where I was like, I just don't have it in me to record an hour and a half of Grandia. I just don't have it in me. But I always tried to make it up the next day. And, you know, here we are. At the end of the game. Finally. And, what a game. What a game it was. I spent a lot of time grinding, but I didn't go out of my way to grind. I kind of grinded while I was playing, so I felt like that kind of worked out, but I'm not sure if it made some of the later episodes really boring, because, you know, it's just me, like, wasting more time in battles than I needed to, but I'm really glad I did it for some of the, like...
This ends the story of Justin and friends and our adventures with the Spirit Stone and Angelo. The story of Justin, the adventurer, became known throughout the world. Aunt Lily!
Are you kidding me?
The ship is almost here!
Oh,
Hurry!
this is too much. I don't know if I can deal with this.
Sorry, dear. I'm afraid you're going to have to go without me, okay?
Okay, see ya!
Oh,
Let's go, Puffy! It's been 10 years since that long adventure ended. The world we live in has changed so much.
Hey! Not you again! Don't you ever get tired of mischief like that?
This is no mischief. We're in training to become adventurers.
You just don't understand.
Yeah, that's right.
Do that somewhere where it won't bother people. Are you listening? I'll block you bridges.
Well, maybe things haven't changed much.
well,
But
those
you know, it has certainly gotten busier.
those people are from across on the other side of the end of the world.
I've been waiting for so long.
So
Justin and Fina are coming home after 10 years of adventures.
So I guess they must have knocked down the wall, the pointless wall that was there.
I wonder what Justin will say when he sees I've become such a beautiful lady. He might be just so surprised that his tongue will be tied.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yay! We're in Parm. Now where's this secret
Come
restaurant?
on.
There's yummy food there,
Oh,
right?
come on, man.
Hungry.
They have so many
Hey,
kids.
what's that?
They're all so similar.
Hey, it makes noises. It makes a neat sound.
Hey, let's get it!
Neat. It's so soft.
Oh, this must be Puffy. It's just like Daddy said. Looks kind of like a lamb.
No, it doesn't.
Hey, are you... Where's your mommy and daddy? Over there. They're still on the ship.
Ah, it's running away. Gonna catch ya.
Yay! Wait,
Get
wait
up,
up!
get up.
Come on, catch him! Catch him! Ah, Justin! Fina!
Oh, we don't get to see them. Oh, man. I want to see 10 years older Justin and Fina. After their many adventures. Ah. How cute. I wonder, there's a few more Grandia games, so I would wonder if any of them kind of, oh wow, it just boots us to the screen. If any of them continue this from this storyline, maybe we get to see these characters again. I would like that. I would really like that. But, you know, maybe they won't do that. I don't know. But yeah, I want to say that I think the grinding felt like I was happy to do it because of some of the abilities I got at the end. I think were pretty worthwhile, you know, getting protection with certain characters, getting even more healing abilities, getting the resurrect ability for Fina. Even though we didn't use them, I felt safer having them, but and the end of the world spell, like that was the coolest thing. I was so glad we got that. And being able to use Symphony and figure out how good an ability that was, I felt like was pretty cool. Dragon Zap, one of the best magic abilities. We had it on every single character. So I'm really happy for that. I did find myself enjoying the battle system once I feel like I really figured it out. You know, I felt like it was an interesting time. It's a fun game. It's different from your typical RPGs, I think, in some ways. You know, there's a distinction between Magic and SP, of course. And there's a strategic element to it. And yeah, I felt like at first I was a little overwhelmed by some of the dungeons, but they turned out not to really typically be as overwhelming as I thought they were going to be. Once you start exploring it, you kind of find out that it's not so bad. I don't want to say the game felt very short, because I don't think it did. Especially, you know, when I thought it was going to end, you know, around, like, 20, like, that was many episodes ago, when I thought it was like, oh, we must be at the end. And then, you know, we had a whole bunch more episodes. So, I think the length is good. The game says it's about 80 hours, and I wouldn't say that's... I think we hit about a little over 70 hours, so we were 10 hours less than that, so I think 80 hours is a bit of an overestimation, but, you know, I can forgive them for a little bit, like, a little bit of that, because it's close. It's close enough to 80 hours. I'd be like, okay, but if you're, like, really rushing through it, if you weren't wasting as much time, I think, as I was, you probably wouldn't be. You might be able to beat the game in 65 hours. Or even much less than that, especially depending on if you skip some of the final dungeons or, you know, whatever you're doing. But I really liked the story. I really liked the characters. I want to continue this franchise and see how it evolves, you know, and explore more of them. I know there's a game called Grandia Extreme. I'm not sure what that is exactly, if it's a spin-off, if it's like a small like side story continuation of the first game, or if it's just its own thing entirely. I don't know, that's probably going to be the next Grandia thing that I play, assuming, you know, I get to it. I have a lot of things on my plate I want to get to, so I don't know if I'm not planning on jumping right into another Grandia at the moment, but I'd love to play another one, you know. But like I said, I wasn't sure I was gonna get through this. I feel like I've accomplished a lot by being able to get to the end, and yeah. So I mean, if anybody stuck through and watched every episode, I mean, that's a fucking accomplishment in and of itself. I mean, if you did that, you know, feel free to say something about how you felt on our journey, you know. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you thought of the game if you've played it before, you know, if like, I don't know, just anything you thought. And you know, maybe if there's something you would recommend based off this game, I don't know. You know, you could share that as well. But we'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna play next. You know, I had a few thoughts about what I might do, but it'll depend. So I guess, you know, with all that said, I think we can call it here. Once again, just hope you guys enjoyed. You know, look forward to whatever comes next, whatever adventure we embark on. Goodbye.